Can you hear me and see me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today is our third week. Digital logic design, lecture 7. If anybody has a question, I'll answer that. Anybody?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, can you tell about multiplying two negative numbers in binary?
What is so special about that?
Uh, Normal, I didn't get the answer in normal way.
Okay, let us see. Let us say you want to multiply minus 7 by minus 6. Okay. So 7 is what? 0,
1, 1,
1,
1,
1, 1. Okay. 6 is
1,
0,
1, 0.
1, 1, 0, 0. Okay. So 2's complement of this is 1, 0, 0, 1. And 2's complement of this is 1,
0,
0.
1, 0,
Huh?
1, 0.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now I multiply both these. First, our final result should contain 7 or 8 bits or 6 bits, whatever it is. But let us say that we'll choose 8 bits, okay? Because we have two 4-bit numbers. So let us say our final answer is going to have 8 bits. Okay, let us do that. So how will you add more bits to this?
Add 1.
You can add many ones in the beginning. Okay, so let me make these smaller. So we can add 4 ones here. Similarly, we can add 4 ones over here. Okay. If you multiply these two, what do you get? क्या आएगा हमारे पास? हाँ. Or before we do that, let us see what these numbers are. This is 2 to the power 8 minus 7. Is that correct? And what is this? 2 to the power 8 minus 6.
6.
Okay. When you multiply these two numbers, what do you get?
2 raised to the power 16.
2 to the power 16 minus 2 to the
Sir.
power 8, 6 plus 7
Plus
plus
42.
42.
42.
ठीक है?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
why is my algorithm going to work? So if I do 2 to the power 8 into anything, how many zeros will I get?
8.
8 zeros. Okay, so it cannot affect any of these 8 bits. Okay, it cannot affect it. Okay. Do you agree or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it cannot affect any of these 8 bits in the beginning. What about this 2 to the power 16?
No effect.
It cannot affect that. So the only thing that will remain in the last 8 bits is going to be this. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, it could affect it if the signs were different. If the sign of this and this were different, it could affect it. But overall, if you look at this is a positive number. Okay, when a positive number which has at least 8 zeros is going to be added to a number over here, okay, what is it going to do? It is not going to affect this. Is that okay?
Yes.
It's a positive number. Please look at this. This is a positive number and which has at least 8 zeros. Okay, so it cannot affect. If you are looking at only 8 bits, then it cannot affect this result. Is that okay or no? If it were negative, then obviously it could affect it. Please understand that it could, because anything minus, then it could affect it. But in this case, it is not going to, because this whole number is going to be positive, which at least 8 zeros. Okay, so if you add anything which has less than 8 zeros and you forget about anything outside over here, this result is going to be always 42. Okay.
Sir, so for multiplying big numbers, we have to take many bits for that. Like if
Yeah,
we
that is,
increase.
this is one way of doing it. You can do it other ways also, which people have previously described, that you could come up with an algorithm where you multiply only positive numbers and then finally take the correct sign. Okay, that is another algorithm that you can possibly apply. Okay, so if you're applying two numbers of the same sign, then obviously your answer is going to be positive. You already know that, so you can build that into your algorithm. Okay, this is not a very efficient way of doing it. I just wanted to show that you can you can do it if you wanted to. It's not an efficient way. I would not recommend doing it. But since our computers are anyway 64 bits, so as long as it is within 64 bits, the result, which it almost always has to be, so then it does not really matter. You can just multiply. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anybody else has a question? So let us do one more example of K-map, reduction of Boolean function using K-map. Okay, you are given a function which is a function of 4 variables a, b, c, d. So please minimize it. And what is the final answer? Rajesh, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am doing.
Yeah. Which is the
Some,
no? Let us do it together. So what is the first combination that you can make? How many boxes can you combine together?
okay, okay.
Huh?
It will be corners one, sir. Corners we can make a quad.
A combination of 4.
By
So,
using the
so you can combine this and this. You understand that you can combine this and this, this and this, this and this. So similar. So if you look at it, you can actually combine all of these 4 corners. Okay. If you combine all these 4 corners, what do you get? What is this combination going to give? If you look at it, what is b stays constant at 0?
yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
and d stays constant at 0. So this will be b bar, d bar. Okay, and this is also called as prime implicant. Okay, this the combination, the biggest combination that you can make, one of those is called as prime implicant. So one prime implicant is b bar, d bar. What about the next one?
And the remaining 4 ones will make it.
You can combine and put them together. So this is again another prime implicant, which will be what?
B,
B and D.
D.
Okay, so your function becomes y is equal to bd plus
B bar, D.
b bar d bar. Okay, so yeah, so we had talked about different kinds of gates in the previous 2 classes back, and or, XOR, XNOR, NAND, NOR, and NOT gates. Okay, 2 of those gates are called as universal gates. NAND and NOR, both of these gates are called as universal gates. Why are they called universal gates? Because all the other gates can be made using just these two gates. Okay, now let me ask you, how can you make an AND gate out of NAND gate? Not first, before we do that, let us try to make a NOT gate from these, because that will be the easiest. एक NOT gate बना के दिखाओ using a NAND gate. Okay, using one NAND gate, please make a NOT gate. What is the function of a NOT gate? It has one input. What is the definition? One input, one output. Okay, and the output is always opposite of the input, complement of the input. And what is the definition of a NAND gate? NAND gate की definition क्या होती है? This is a symbol for NAND gate. What is the output? Y is equal to
A and B complement.
AB whole bar. Okay, good. So we could possibly do, if अगर मैं यहाँ पे भी A लगा दूँ तो क्या होगा? क्या होगा ये? A whole bar, and what is A into A, or A and A is A, so this will become A bar. Okay, so instead of a 2 input gate, you have a 1 input gate. ठीक है? So that is one way of implementing this. Any other ideas anybody has for implementing a NOT gate? So we have made a NOT gate using a NAND gate. Anybody has a different idea about how to create a NOT gate using a NAND gate?
So we could have kept the other input as one.
One.
Yeah,
that is another way of doing it. So if this is A and the second input has been set to 1, what is my output going to be? Y. Y is going to be A dot 1 whole bar. What is A dot 1?
A.
A. So this will become A bar. Okay, that is another way of doing it. Similarly, you could implement these NOT gate using NOR gates. Can you do that? I'll give you a minute to do that. Using similar logic, you could use a NOR gate to do the same thing. I hope almost all of you have made your accounts on Moodle, so we might have a surprise quiz on Moodle. Okay, any day in the future in class. So before class, please log into your Moodle accounts before you come to the class. Okay, it's not means anyway. I'll give you a couple of minutes every time before we start a Moodle quiz for you to set it up. But to save time for everybody, it will be good if you log into Moodle before you come to class. Okay. So using NOR gate, similarly you can have, so you could have the same input A to both the inputs of the NOR gate. What is that going to give you? It is going to be A plus A whole bar. A plus A is A, so that becomes A bar. Okay, and you could do a similar thing, having a fixed input as the second input. So Y is equal to, so here we have applied A. What should we apply on the second input?
0.
0.
Okay, so if we apply 0, A plus 0 is A. Okay, so A plus 0 whole bar becomes A bar. So you could similarly make, using an AND gate, you could also make an AND gate, OR gate. Okay, let us do one example so that everything else you can do at home, try at home, that you can make all the gates using these gates. Okay, not one gate necessarily. Okay, you might have to use more gates to get the same gate that we are talking about. It will not necessarily be possible to make every gate using just a single gate, which is understood. But using one type of gate, you can make any gate you want. Okay, so if you take NAND gates, by just using NAND gates, you can make any other gate. Okay, so that is the point that I'm trying to make. So let us try to make an OR gate using only NAND gates. Okay, try doing that. An OR gate, you have to make one OR gate using only NAND gates. What is NAND? That is A, B, whole bar. Is that all right? That is NAND. Can you apply De Morgan's theorem here? What will you get?
A bar.
A plus B.
A bar plus B bar.
Plus B bar.
A bar plus B bar. So you can use this property to create an OR gate using only NAND gates. Okay, so by using this property, let us do this. So I'll replace A by A bar on the left hand side and B by B bar on the left hand side. Okay, so if I do that, A bar, B bar, whole bar is going to give me what?
A plus B.
It will give you A plus B. Okay, so use this. So if in a NAND gate, okay, if in my NAND gate my inputs, so this equation means this circuit diagram. Okay, this equation is equivalent to this circuit diagram. So if I have A bar as my input and B bar as my input, my output is going to be A plus B. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Did you say yes or no, Richa?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you want to but A bar is not given to you. Okay, only thing that is given to you is A and B. So how do you create A bar? Using
Another NAND gate.
using
NOT
this.
gate.
Okay,
Yes.
so you can apply a NAND gate over here. Okay, similarly you can apply another NAND gate over here. The input to this NAND gate is BA and the input to the second NAND gate is B. Okay, so by using 3 gates, so if you were to look at this as a black box, if you were to look at this as a black box, this will appear like an OR gate to you. Okay, these two are equivalent to each other. Okay. Now I can hear somebody's noise. I don't know who it is. Who is not muted? If anybody is not muted, please mute yourself. Anyway. So let us look at this particular thing again. Let me make it. So if you have so this the equation on the top, AB whole bar is A bar plus B bar. Okay, it can also be equivalently, so this is AB. Okay, this is equivalent to another function which is something like this. Okay, we can draw it in this manner. Is that okay? Are these two equivalent to each other? This bubble stands for a knot. Okay, do you agree? that these two are equivalent to each other using this equation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us do something like that over here. What do you, so if any of the sum of products जो हमने अभी तक sum of products किए हैं, okay, all of our sum of products look something like this. Okay, y is equal to AB plus BC. Okay, this is how they look. If I were to ask you to draw a circuit of corresponding to this, what will it look like? AB plus BC के वाला circuit कैसा लगेगा? This is the sum of products. What does it look like? We'll have a one stage. The first stage contains A, B, similarly B, C, followed by an, so we'll have two AND gates where we are multiplying A and B. Okay, sum of products. So with these are the products we are generating in the first stage. Okay, in this stage we are generating the products, and the next stage we are doing the sum of those products. Okay, so all of these functions can be written in two stages. Okay, first stage does all the products, the second stage does all the sums together. Okay, so now what do you think about adding two NOT gates? क्या हम दो NOT gate लगा सकते हैं यहाँ पे? What do you think? If we applied two NOT gates back to back, what do they give me? Okay, if I have a circuit where I have two NOT gates back to back. So if this was A, what is my output going to be?
A.
Okay, this will become A bar, and finally output will be A. So if I apply two, the functions stays mathematically equivalent if I apply two NOT gates back to back. Okay, this is also called as a buffer. Okay, where this might be used, we'll talk about the later on in the course why we might need a buffer. But mathematically, it does not change my function. Okay, it is mathematically equivalent to having a straight wire. Okay, whether you have a wire or a buffer, you're mathematically equivalent to each other. Okay, so if I apply two NOT gates, एक NOT gate हमने यहाँ पे लगा दिया और दूसरा NOT gate यहाँ पे लगा दिया. Okay, one NOT gate here and one NOT gate over there. It's not going to make a difference. What do you think? Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, we could apply two NOT gates in the lower wire as well. Okay, in this wire also, two NOT gates don't make a difference. Now, if you look at this, does it appear equivalent to this? ये और ये same है ना? ये
Yes,
same चीज़ है ना? This is also called as an inverted OR gate. Okay, inverted OR gate. Okay, what are we doing here? We are first inverting the inputs and then taking OR of those gates, not OR of those gates, OR of those inputs. Okay, first we invert the inputs and then we take OR of those inputs and we get an inverted OR gate. So, and we know that this is functionally, this is equivalent to this NAND gate. ठीक है? Is that okay or no? This is equivalent to that. So I can replace this whole thing by a NAND gate. Is that okay? So just by having two stages of NAND gates, you can create any SOP. Okay, any sum of products. Is that all right? ठीक है? So NAND followed by NAND. So the output of this function is going to be this circuit is going to be AB plus BC. Okay. Now, if you had a similar function, let us say you had y is equal to A plus B into B plus C. Okay, if you had a function like this, which is in a POS form, product of sums. Okay, how would you implement it normally in normal course of action? That is, for what is the simplest conversion?
Taking two OR gates and then one AND gate.
है क्या? Making two OR gates followed by an AND gate.
AND gates.
Okay, so let us do that. So we have A, B, and B and C as the inputs to the two OR gates, followed by an AND gate. Okay, so my output in this case is going to be A plus B into B plus C. Okay, now similar to this, what we had written over there, let us look at the De Morgan's theorem on the other possible equation. A plus B whole bar is equal to what? क्या होता है?
A bar, B bar.
A bar,
B bar.
B bar. So a NOR gate is functionally equivalent to what? An inverted AND gate. Okay, A, B, you are going to get A bar, B bar, and this is going to give you A plus B whole bar. So these two are equivalent to each other. So similar to this, what we did here, we can apply a buffer over here. Okay, with two NOT gates. Okay, I can have a NOT gate over here and a NOT gate here. Similarly, a NOT gate here and a NOT gate here. What is this gate? There is an inverted AND gate which is equivalent to a NOR gate. Okay, so this inverted AND gate can be replaced by a NOR gate. So any SOP can be easily represented by a series of two stages of NOR gates. Okay, and not SOP, POS. Okay, product of sums, and any SOP can be represented by NAND gates. Okay, easily you can represent any with any any kind of gate with any of the universal gates. So now let us look at, till now we have only talked about 2 input AND gates and 2 input NAND and NOR and all those things. We can also talk about 3 input AND and NAND gates. Let us look at the definition of those. Okay, if you have a 3 input AND gate, okay, what is that going to be? So if you have A, B, C, it is going to be Y, A, B, C. Okay. So if you had only 2 input AND gates available to you, could you possibly make a 3 input AND gate? Okay, हमारे पास केवल we have only 2 input AND gates available to you. Can you make them? Make a 3 input AND gate?
Yes, so we can take the A and B into one AND gate and the C with the resultant of that.
So we already talked about कौन सी property थी, मुझे नाम याद नहीं, but whatever it was. So we have A, B, C. Okay, I think it's commutative probably, I don't know. So the output of this is going to be AB. Okay, AB into C, your output is going to be A, B, C. Okay, so you can make, using 2 input AND gates, you can create a 3 input AND gate. So if you were to look at this as a black box, it will appear like that. Okay, now the definition of a NAND gate, a 3 input NAND gate, is A, B, C. Okay, so Y is equal to A, B, C whole bar. Now can you do the same thing can you use 2 NAND gates to create a 3 input NAND gate? 2 input NAND gates to create a 3 input NAND gate. Can you do that? Look at the definition of a 3 input NAND gate. Come on, please answer somebody.
Yes, sir.
Can you?
Yes,
Please
sir.
करके दिखाओ. So do you think if I do this,
Take note of C.
what? What is this going to give me? This will be A B whole bar. Okay, इसका आउटपुट क्या होगा? Tell me.
A bar, B bar, C.
C whole bar.
A B whole bar into
C.
C whole bar. So that is going to give you A B plus C bar, isn't it? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So it is not really that straightforward to go from a 2-input NAND gate to a 3-input NAND gate. AND gate is easy, OR gate is easy when you're talking only about the non-complemented outputs. Okay, but when you go into then situation becomes more complicated. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, we can use that same method like we did before. We can form AND gate using NAND, and then we can proceed to form this.
Yeah, you can.
three-input
Hey,
NAND
I'm
gate.
not saying it is not possible. NAND gate is a universal gate. You can create anything. Okay, that is not the point here. The point is that it is not that straightforward. Okay, you have to worry about many things. That is the point here. Okay, you cannot do it using 2 NAND gates.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Similarly, OR gates, a 3-input OR gate can be made using two input OR gates. Just put them, cascade them together. Okay, that will be all right. You can do that, but NOR gate again gives you problems. So that is, so if you had a function like this, y is equal to a b plus bc plus ca. Or maybe make it a little more, abc plus bc d plus ca. That is all right. Okay, if you had a function like this, okay, y is equal to abc plus bcd plus ca. Please draw a circuit diagram corresponding to this. So in the first stage we'll have all the products. So we'll have a 3-input OR AND gate, another 3-input AND gate, and then finally a 2-input AND gate. Okay, so we have A, B, C, B, C, D, and ये देखो C A नहीं करते, C नहीं छोड़ो, इसको AD कर लेते हैं. Okay, let us call this as AD. Okay, the final thing as AD. Okay, so if you have a function like this, in the first stage we'll do all the products. Okay, and then the next stage we'll do the sum. ठीक है? This is how your circuit will look like. You have 3-input AND gates followed by another 2-input AND gate and then a 3-input OR gate. Okay, do you agree? Do you accept that these two are functionally equivalent? These two are equivalent to each other, this circuit as well as this equation. Okay, now now we can do the same trick that we previously applied. We can apply NOT gates. It would not make any difference. If I apply NOT gates, Advait, please नीचे करो, मजाक नहीं. We can have NOT gates on here as well. ठीक है? And we already know that ABC whole bar is equal to what? You can apply De Morgan's theorem. What will you get?
A bar plus B bar.
A bar plus B bar plus
A bar plus B bar plus C bar. So the equivalence of those two gates, NAND gate is equivalent to an inverted OR gate that applies to multiple inputs. Okay, so it is valid not only for a 2-input NAND gate, it is also valid for a 3-input NAND gate or a 4-input NAND gate, any possible number of gates. So we can replace this inverted OR gate with a NAND gate using this theorem. Okay, so this is an inverted OR gate. A 3-input inverted OR gate can be replaced by a 3-input NAND gate. So that thing that we previously talked about, that you can write any, you can draw a circuit for any SOP function, sum of products function using NAND gates, is applicable to more than 2-input gates also. Okay. So just using NAND gates, you can create this function. Okay. Anybody has a question here?
Sir, why we are trying to use only one gate?
Why are we trying to use what?
A single gate. Why can't we use multiple means? Is there any specific reason?
Yeah, it will become clear. As you increase the number of gates, your delay increases. You want to reduce the delay as much as possible. Your circuit becomes faster if you reduce the delay. Okay, you can have multiple operations. So if let us say one operation takes 1 second, then you can have only 10 operations in 10 seconds. But if one operation takes 1 nanoseconds, then you can have 10 to power 10 operations in 10 seconds. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is the whole our advancement in computer science is primarily because of at least the computational aspect is because of how fast the operations can we do. Okay, so we try to reduce the number of stages as much as possible. Okay, primarily. So obviously a 3-input gate has a higher delay than a 2-input gate. That is given, but it is not. But it is still lower than two 2-input gates cascaded together. So if you look at this equation, if you look at this, so if you have certain delay over here, okay, there will be some delay in this first gate. Okay, then you'll have another delay in the second stage. Do you agree or no? And most likely they'll be of similar order. Okay, they are when you are having two AND gates. So if the delay of this is 2 nanoseconds, this is also going to be 2 nanoseconds. So your output will come out only after how much time? 4 nanoseconds. Okay, but if you had a 3-input AND gate, okay, and it is possible, it is most likely it is going to be designed in such a manner that your delay is going to be a little bit higher than 2 nanoseconds. So your output is going to come out much faster than it would in this manner. Okay, any questions now? Is that clear? Who was the person asking the question?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, on concatenating the 2 gates also, it will be faster than the 3-input gate.
Why?
Sir, like in the example you told a while ago, 2 milliseconds is the delay at one gate. So
Yeah.
2 gates are there, so it will take a delay of 4 milliseconds.
Not.
sir,
I was not talking about milliseconds. I was talking about nanoseconds. But anyway, yeah. Go ahead.
But sir, if we have a 3-input gate, in that case, the total delay will be greater than 4 milliseconds or less than 4 milliseconds.
That was the point I was making. It will be a little bit higher than 2 nanoseconds. Definitely lower than 4.
But sir, if we take the advantage, like overall output will be, in the case of 3-input gate, will be faster. So shouldn't we prefer that only in place of NAND and NOR?
3-input gate.
So like in the 3-input gate, the delay will be less than 4.
Yeah.
So it will be more preferred now in case of when we are designing a circuit.
तो वही तो कर रहे हैं यार. NAND गेट भी तो हमारा 3 इनपुट था. देखो जो हमने द फाइनल सर्किट दैट वी हैव ड्रॉन इज अ 3 इनपुट NAND and 3 input 3 input NAND gates only, no, instead of 2 input gates.
Okay, sir, I got it.
Okay, most of the times they are not means you are confusing two things, I think, together. I don't think they are mutually exclusive to each other. What the questions that you are asking? Maybe it is clear now.
Yes, sir. Now I got the point.
Okay. Okay. So till now we have been talking about abstract mathematics. Now let us try to make a real world circuit out of what we have learned till now. Okay, and we'll start with the circuit half adder. Okay, and these kinds of circuits are called as combinational logic circuits. Okay, we will study sequential circuits later on, so which can be thought of as complementary to combinational circuits. Combinational means that you combine a set of inputs and you will get output instantaneously. Instantaneously meaning that it will happen at some time, which whatever delay it takes. Okay, it does not follow a certain clock. Okay, sequential circuits are ones which follow a certain sort of sequence. Okay, here the output depends only on the current input. Okay, combinational circuit is that the output is dependent only on the current input, not on your past input. Okay, if you don't get what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Most of you won't get it until we start studying. We complete combinational circuits and we move on to sequential circuits. Then this definition will make more sense. Okay, so don't worry about it if you don't get it right now. So half adder. What is half adder? Half adder is you are adding two 1-bit numbers. Add two 1-bit numbers. Okay, and there is no input carry. Okay, we are forgetting about input carry. The only thing that we are worried about is that you have two 1-bit numbers. Okay, and you have what are the possible outputs here? How many outputs will we have if you are adding two 1-bit numbers? We are trying to please understand, we are trying to simulate the algorithm that we usually follow for the addition. Okay, what do you have? Huh? So if you add 1 and 1, okay, what do you get?
1 0.
You'll get a 0. Okay, 0 is your sum and 1 is your carry. Okay, so your inputs in this case, so if you were to talk, let us call HA stands for half adder. Okay, and on the left hand side you have your inputs. Okay, left hand side you have your inputs A and B. Your output is going to be S stands for sum and C stands for carry. Okay, if I were to ask you to make a truth table out of this, we have been studying AND gate, OR gate, all these things, but why are we doing it? It will make a little more sense once we complete a few more circuits like this. Okay, so let us see what the truth table for this will look like. So you have input and output. You have A and B are your inputs and the outputs are S and C. So how many possible combinations can you have for A and B?
4 common.
4. Okay, so you have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So if you have 0 and 0, when you add them together, what is your sum going to be? Sum is going to be 0 and carry is going to be 0. If you add 0 and 1, what is your sum going? Oh, मैंने गलत लिखा है. This will be sum, not carry. Carry ऊपर है. Okay, 0 and 1.
1 0.
It will be 1 will be your sum and carry will be 0. 1 and 0, 1 will be your sum, carry will be 0. 1 and 1, 0 will be your sum and carry will be 1. ठीक है. So now you have two outputs corresponding to these inputs. So each of those outputs is going to have its own function. Okay, what is the function for S going to be? S का function क्या है? So the easiest thing that we can do is that we'll make the K map. Okay, you can make a K map A and B 0 1 0 1. This is for S. Okay, this K map is for S. So when the output is S is 1, when the input is 0 1. Okay, when the input is 0 1, then the output is 1, and when the input is 1 0, then also output is 1. Okay, can you make any combinations here? Can you combine any of these ones? Dhruv, what do you think?
No, sir.
We cannot combine them, but our final result should contain all the possible ones. So we cannot combine anything. So we'll write down individually. What does this correspond to? It is A bar B plus. Let me write it here. S is equal to A bar B plus AB bar. ठीक है? What about the other input, which is yes, A B. Other output is, what is the other output? It is C. Okay, C के लिए C becomes 1 only when A and B both are 1. Okay, this is the only place where it becomes 1, so we cannot actually combine it with anything, so that is going to be AB. So C is AB and S is A bar B plus AB bar. Okay, if you know anything about XOR functions and their relationship to and OR gates, you will know that this is also equivalent to A XOR B. ठीक है ना? A XOR B की definition क्या होती है? When the inputs, both the inputs are the same, then the output is 0. Both the inputs are same, output is 0. If both the inputs are different, then the output is 1. ठीक है? So this is a XOR gate. ठीक है? Using a XOR gate. So if you were to look at the black box, okay, if you were to look at this black box, inside this black box, what you will see is something like this. Okay, this black box contains a XOR gate containing the sum, okay, and an AND gate containing the carry. So this is C A B. ठीक है? This black box, which I had previously written as HA, will contain a circuit like this inside. Is that okay? So your time is up. So your homework exercise is to do what? Do something. So instead of a half adder, we'll make a full adder. Okay, that is your homework exercise. Okay. So what are the things in a full adder? I'm going to erase all this. I'll just leave this block behind. So the inputs in a full adder are, so this is full adder FA. You have two inputs A and B, and you have a carry in. Okay, and we call this as carry out. Okay, so I'll put, instead of O out, I'll put O and CI. So this is carry in and carry out. ठीक है? So this is your homework exercise to create a circuit for a full adder. Okay? If anybody has a question, I'll answer that. Others can leave, and we'll continue tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. Anybody else? Nope. Okay then, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, tomorrow is a holiday.
छुट्टी है कल?
Yes, sir.
अरे फिर तो और अच्छी बात है. चलो बढ़िया.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll see you on Friday. This Saturday is a working day.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay then, great. We'll see you back to back on Friday and Saturday at 2 p.m. Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Bye.